This fish is a $60 lie. There's no such thing as Chilean sea bass. It's a toothfish with a fancy fake name, and restaurants are charging you a fortune for it. I got mine in the freezer aisle. Pan-seared lemon garlic butter served over buttery parmesan orzo. 25 minutes. Let's go. First thing, pat this fish dry. Press down with those paper towels like it owes you money. Both sides. Wet fish steams, dry fish sears, and we did not buy the fancy fake name fish to steam it. Now season it up. Salt, black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika. I'm using smoked, but sweet works too. Both sides, nice and even. Let that sit about 5 minutes while the pan gets hot. I've got my stainless steel skillet on medium high with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And here's why: stainless and not non-stick. Those golden brown bits the fish leaves stuck to the pan, that's not a mess. That's flavor we're cashing in later. When the butter foams up and settles down, lay your fillets in away from you. And now do the hardest part of this whole recipe. Nothing. Don't touch it. Don't poke it. Don't peek. 4 to 5 minutes. This fish is thick. It needs the time, and it'll release on its own when that crust is ready. If it's sticking, it's not done. The fish will tell you. Unlike my husband, the fish communicates. Flip it once. Look at that golden crust. Drop the heat to medium. 3 to 4 more minutes. You're pulling this at 130 to 135 degrees, and that number matters. Chilean sea bass forgives everything except overcooking. Under 135, you get these big, glossy, buttery flakes. Past 140, congratulations, you turned a $60 fish into chalk. Don't do that to yourself. Fish comes out, tented with foil. Same pan. Do not wash it. We're building the sauce. Heat down to medium-low. 4 tablespoons of butter, melted into all those brown bits. 4 cloves of minced garlic. Stay close. Garlic burns fast in butter, and bitter is not the vibe. 30 seconds, just until your kitchen smells like money. Now, the zest of 1 whole lemon. Don't skip the zest. The juice is the acid, but the zest is the perfume. Then the juice of that lemon, 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley, and a pinch of red pepper flakes if you want a whisper of heat. 1 minute bubbling. Scrape up everything from the bottom of that pan, then taste it. Always taste it. You know what gets me about this fish? It got rejected, renamed, rebranded, and now it's the most respected thing on the menu. Some of y'all need to hear that. Where you started is not where you finish. Okay, back to the food. Now for the plate. A big spoonful of buttery parmesan orzo down first. That recipe's already on the side and it's stupid easy. Sea bass right on top, veggies on the side, and then that lemon garlic butter sauce over everything. Be generous. Every drop of that pan sauce is gold. The orzo catches all that butter and lemon underneath the fish. And listen, that's not dinner. That's a date night plate on a Tuesday. The full written recipe with all my pro tips is at kelvinskitchen.com. That's where everything lives. Go make this, and I'll see you in the next one.